guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video that looks very tasty. It's called Top 5 Must Try Dutch Food in the Netherlands First Time Guide. So I think the Netherlands has like a lot of delicious food, so I'm excited. So let's check it out and comment, like, and subscribe.
When you think of Dutch food, while some may think of bland and boring dishes, others may think cows and cheese or just fried everything. However, we were pleasantly surprised by many of the Dutch dishes we have eaten in the Netherlands. We made many trips across the border visiting small towns and big cities. From fish to fried food, we wanted to share a list of our favorite must-try Dutch food while visiting the Netherlands.
Bitterballen. Bitterballen are an iconic Dutch meat-based snack. It is a thick beef stew that has been breaded and deep-fried in a ball shape.
I still remember my first time trying a bitterbal last year. It was a big surprise in my mouth, and it was so flavorful with chunks of beef inside.
Yeah, like it's fried.
There's a stew in here.
Yeah.
It's like good.
It has this cream of beef inside of it.
They do make other options like shrimp-filled, cheese-filled options, but the original ones are beef and they're best served hot and freshly fried. I learned from the comments last time 1 bitterbal, 2 bitterballen, because I was calling them all bitterballen.
Oh, it's in plural. Don't they have like a dipping sauce?
Oh, that's so good. This is definitely a must-try when it's your first time in the Netherlands.
Absolutely would.
Vending machines. These heated food vending machines are an iconic stop in the Netherlands. We have seen them in small towns and in big cities.
Everywhere.
They're not really freestanding vending machines, but integrated into walls, often next to small food stalls. And they are full of delicious fried foods like frikandel, croquettes, cassoufflés, bami sheafs, burgers, and more.
I personally highly suggest a cassoufflé, which is deep-fried battered cheese, and it's so delicious.
Yes, it sounds good.
My favorite might be the bami croquette, which are Indonesian-style noodles, also then battered and deep-fried.
Noodles?
Here we go, big bite, bami.
Everything's deep-fried.
It smells so strong.
Really?
Oh my god, dude.
Okay.
I know why people said, why didn't you try the bami last time? We tried the frikandel and the kaas thing, some cheese thing, but this is awesome. Very herbal taste. It's a little saucy, it's not dry at all. And then it's just deep fried, has this very thick batter and it's greasy on the outside. It's really good. This one might be one of my favorites from these vending machines. And these vending machines are probably responsible for the everything is deep fried reputation of the Netherlands, but give them
I didn't know that the Netherlands had a reputation for being deep fried. I thought that was just like the US and the South.
a try and you will not be disappointed. Also kind of perfect for a late night stop. Nierve, haring and kibbeling. With the Netherlands being a small country with a lot of coastline, seafood is very common as well.
Fish,
and if you are into pure, real fish taste, you should try Nierve haring, which is Dutch herring. It is raw fermented fish that often comes on a bread roll as a quick snack, and it is really good. I like it. I'm not sure what I like more, the fried frikandel stuff or this, or you might just as well like alternate back and forth between the two.
Yeah.
I think the other looks more appetizing, just visually.
And if you're more in the mood for fried seafood,
this one looks better.
Kibbeling is the way to go. Kibbeling are these fish chunks that are battered and deep fried, mostly served with French fries. It's basically the Dutch version of British fish and chips.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like fish and chips. This looks incredible.
Look at that steam.
It's very nice. Damn, the sauce is good. So it's a nice chunk of fish. The batter is actually thinner than I expected, which is good because the ratio is important. Very nice white fish flakes in here. I would say perfectly cooked. And
it looks perfectly cooked.
Very juicy on the inside.
And you just can't go wrong with it. It's so good.
True.
I'm concerned the sauce looks like small.
This dish is one dish that originated in the Netherlands in Rotterdam, and if you know what it is, then you know. I'm gonna tell you in a minute, but before that, I have to remind you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to further support us, you can also go to patreon.com/Diana&Phil. We make additional monthly videos, and quick shout out to our soulmate level Patreons, Laura Jarrett, Roger Lübke, Peggy and Derek, and Robin. Big thanks to you guys. This here is capsalon, which is absolutely fantastic. It is basically a layer of French fries on the bottom, then it's topped with döner meat or gyros meat, then there's a layer of Gouda cheese which they put in the oven with it, slightly melt that on top, and then it's topped with fresh lettuce, tomatoes, onions, cucumbers, and it's basically just a big döner meal without the bread, and I love it.
Yeah, it looks like a deconstructed burger.
It's an absolutely great late night snack. You can get it here in Germany as well. So yeah, definitely must try when you're in the Netherlands. Capsalon.
Good.
Stamppot, rookworst and meatballs. If you're in the mood for a real hearty meal that feels like your Dutch grandma just made it fresh in her kitchen, then stamppot with rookworst or meatballs is a delicious option. Mashed potatoes are mixed with other veggies like spinach, kale, carrots or turnip greens and then served with a Dutch sausage called rookworst or a giant meatball. This is Stamppot Grootmoeders gehaktbal. It's basically mashed potatoes with grandmother's meatball, and then we have a rookworst, some sausage on the side. This stamppot that you can see here is actually mashed potatoes together with endives and carrots. They boil the potatoes first, they put endives and carrots together with it in a big pot, and then they stomp it all together. That's why it's called stamppot.
That's what it's called.
There were also different options. There was also the option for sauerkraut, kale or beetroots, but we chose endives and carrots, and my mouth is already watering. There's a bit of gravy
I would
on
have
it,
gone for this
and it's
before the other
potatoes,
one.
so this should be really good.
The potato Phil eating potatoes.
Who doesn't love this? It's mashed potatoes.
Ooh, it's hot. Dude, it's really good. It's not too thick. It's nicely stomped, nicely mushed. Very nice. Just
Nicely
carrots
mushed.
go so well with potatoes.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this rookworst. Look at that. Whoa, I got a little too big of a piece.
A staple of Dutch cuisine and a great option to get at a proper sit-down restaurant.
Okay,
Pancakes
that's like
two
the
ways.
meal.
Nothing screams Netherlands more than the word poffertjes. Poffertjes are
little
small,
pancakes.
round and puffy Dutch pancakes made with yeast and buckwheat flour. We've learned that the classic poffertjes just come with powdered sugar and butter, but you can also
Love it.
get them fully loaded with Nutella and fruit as well.
Definitely
I
that
also never
one.
had poffertjes. It's my first time.
Poffertjes.
Looks
Banana and
incredible.
strawberry together on it with Nutella.
Whoa, you're going
Yeah.
for the loaded.
Yeah, look
Of
how beautiful.
course.
It's like a little hors d'oeuvre or something.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Put it on
This look
there.
is grr.
Okay, I know what you mean with small pancakes. They literally taste more like the American pancakes than the German ones, right? In small version. I think they're pretty good with the toppings. Without it, I don't know. It's okay. Just another fluffy, small pancake thing.
Which is my thing. Fluffy,
Yeah.
small pancakes are my thing. Then there are Dutch pancakes known as pannenkoeken.
Oh, the
These are
Dutch pancakes.
thin-style pancakes with sweet and savory options. They are similar to the German-style pancakes and much less fluffy than the American-style pancakes that I grew up with. All right, I'm gonna give this bacon section a try.
It looks
Just
more
a
like a
nice
crab,
slice.
I
I'll do it
think.
without the syrup because I like it without. Oh, you can
No.
see the cheese in there. Do you see that?
Well, there's
If I
cheese.
push it, there's some nice cheese.
What's the sauce? Is it like maple syrup, honey?
Bacon beats apple.
Dude, bacon and cheese, it tastes like a toasty.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like a
bacon and
nice
cheese.
bread toasty. I personally love the savory bacon-style Dutch pancake. It's just so good.
One waffle to rule them all.
Of course, there are delicious pastry options like Dutch apple pie, yummy pastry variations, and delicious cakes. But
Oh my
one
God.
must try dessert in the Netherlands is stroopwafel. Stroopwafel is a thin, round waffle cookie made
delicious.
of 2 layers held together by a stroop caramel filling. We've learned from our Dutch viewers that the real way to eat these at home is by placing them over a cup of coffee or warm tea, and then the
What?
stroop just gets nice and warm and soft.
Oh.
Of course, getting a freshly made one is also delicious as well.
Why didn't I thought of this?
Better than the supermarket one.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is my stuff. I ate the whole bag of the supermarket one while editing the video last time, so I could eat
Yes.
this all day.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
delicious.
I love it.
Of course, there are a lot more Dutch dishes and desserts to eat in the Netherlands. This is just a start for those visiting or wanting to try Dutch food for the first time and what we think you should really go for first. And if you're from the Netherlands or you tried the food before, let us know your favorite dish in the comments below.
As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye bye.
Bye! All right, here we go. We're making hagelslag.
Hagelslag, something like that.
Oh, the
You
bread
guys
with
said
the
in the
chocolate.
comments this is the a very Dutch thing. We're
Yeah.
trying real Dutch food here. Here we go.
I cannot believe it.
Yeah, it's funny because yes, there's also I think they were missing. I think that's a very Dutch thing, right? Like the slice is like it's not Wonder bread, white bread, 2 slices of white bread with like chocolate, like the chocolate on top. It's like a sandwich, right? Well, can you call this sandwich? I don't really know, like because it has chocolate. I don't know if you can call something like this an actual sandwich. I mean, technically yes, in theory, but I don't know if you would you eat this for like lunch? Probably not. I think it's more like a dessert or something that like kids eat. But I don't know if an adult person is having like, oh, I packed my lunch, like for, I don't know, if you're like at an office or something, you're like, I packed my lunch, and then you bring out like your chocolate sandwich, like, I don't think that's, maybe some people actually do, like, whatever you do with your life, like, it's your life, but I think it would be, like, kind of weird. I also think, like, it's not very, like, nutritive, like, it's not very nutritious, like, it's you know, you're not eating, like, where's the protein, like, where are the vegetables, where's the protein, what is this? So I think it's more akin to, like, a snack or something that I think you would have, like, well, every once in a while, maybe I'll have this for dinner, but I am aware it's not something that you should be eating like for an actual meal every single day of your life, because it's not actually, or for breakfast, because again, it's like you need like other healthier things, as in like protein and healthier carbs and stuff. So it's a little bit like, okay. But yes, I think they were missing that one. The others, I think, I want to try them all, actually. The only one that I'm, like, a little, I'm a little unsure of this whole thing. It's just because, again, I think I have no doubt in my mind that it tastes delicious, but it's just, like, visually, like, it's not that appealing. It's the raw herring. The raw herring, I think I can, like, handle, like, just a little, like, the raw fish. It's like, okay, it's a little extreme for me, the fact that I'm, like, seeing the actual sort of, like, the fish. But I'm like, okay, like, if I set my mind to it, yes, sure. But when they have it, like, here, which I think, I don't really, like, it has a name, right? I didn't really catch that. But when they put it, like, in a sandwich, and the sandwich has, on a piece of bread, and it has, like, pickles, and I don't really know what other stuff it has, but I think it's, like, pickles and probably onions as well. But it's when it's in the bread that I'm, like, I am unsure about this. Again, I have no doubt that this is very good. Like, everyone who has tried it, it's been, like, this is actually delicious, and I have no doubt that it probably is. But just, like, visually, it doesn't really look that appealing. I think it's just the fact that it's just, like, on a piece of, like, white bread, and you have, like, the raw little fish that looks gray or white, but it's not sort of, like, I don't know, it doesn't look that appealing. And, obviously you have, like, all the pickles, which is, like, well, whatever, just, like, actually, I think the problem with me, like, because I'm trying to think, why am I finding this so strange or so, like, oh my god. Besides the actual fish, that is just, like, it's very raw looking, and it's like, wow, this is in my bread, this is in my sandwich, and it's like, it's a fillet, so, and it's not cooked, because if it were cooked, I would be like, give it to me, delicious, it looks incredible. But the fact that it's raw, and you can actually, like, it's sort of, like, see-through because it's raw, so you can see, like, the actual, I don't know, like, the little veins, I don't know, maybe it's not veins, but, like, I don't know, the fish is sort of, like, gray looking, I don't know, like, it doesn't look that, oh my god, I'm a little unsure about this, and just, I think it's the problem with, like, the texture as well. I'm imagining, like, yes, the fish, I think is very, like, it's soft, but sort of, like, firm, but then I compare it with sort of, like, the bread, and it's soft, and I don't know, it doesn't sound so good. And also, I think what's missing, which I think would make it more, like, palatable to me, is it's the sauce. I think it looks very dry. I think it's a little strange to have, like, a raw fish fillet on a piece of bread without any sort of, like, sauce. I think it's a little weird. I don't know, like, because unless you're having something like, maybe, like, ham, probably, but maybe not just actual ham. I'm thinking of, like, I don't know, maybe, like, I don't know, like, Spanish ham, probably, like, it's cured, so I think it's, like, a little bit different, and, like, the sandwich that they have, like, I don't know, it's different, but, with the actual sort of, like, raw fish, and no sauce, it's just, like, it looks a little sad to me. I think I would, like, go for, I don't know, do you have any, I don't know, mayo, I don't know what kind of, like, sauce, because that can be, like, olive oil, it has to be, like, an actual sauce, but I'm thinking of, like, I'm not putting ketchup on this, probably, like, this is giving a Dutch Dutch person an aneurysm because I'm like, this is very, I think, very traditional. But I think I would just add a little sauce. I think, again, maybe mayo. It's the only thing that I can think of that I think goes with like what with this. Because again, it's like, or maybe mustard. I think mustard would actually be good because of like the whole taste of like the pickled situation with the mustard. I think it would be good. So I think I would do, I mean, I would obviously taste it, but I think it's the least in my list. It's a little bit like, wow, you know, Dutch foods, everything looks great. This is less of a priority to me. I think, you know, I would definitely, if I were there, I would definitely try it. I would like grab a bite. I would be like, yeah, sure. Like someone's having it. I'm like, I'm going to grab a bite. I don't know if I would eat it the whole thing, but again, it's like low on my list of like Dutch foods to try. But it's because of that. I think it looks like, I don't know, it's just the bread situation with the herring. I would try the herring first, just like normal raw herring, like just kind of like cut in pieces. I think that would be more like, it looks better, but it's just a visual thing. But the actual like the fish and chips, which I know there weren't fish and chips, they had their own name. That looked incredible. But I'm like, no, with that one, I'm like, sign me up. Yes, it looks incredible. The fish, like it's cooked, it's fried. A lot of deep fried food, which is like, yes, maybe it's not like the healthiest thing in the world. You're not gonna be eating this every day. But you know, if you're on vacation, thinking of like well, you know, if you're on vacation, yes, I'm thinking as a tourist. You're of course like when in Rome, right? So yes, I would definitely have that. Probably Dutch people like do not eat this like every single day of their lives because it's like a lot of fried everything. So probably they're not like, I'm imagining like though they live like more balanced lifestyles, and this is probably like, yes, you know, like a couple of times a week or like during the weekends. That one looked delicious. I'm like, yes, all the fries. Well, they're not technically fries. They're like chips. I don't know what to call them. They looked good. The sauce looked incredible. And it had a dipping sauce. I love this. It's like, yes, you know, they have like the little piece of fish that it's cooked. And with the sauce, my God, looks incredible. I'm like, that would be super high on my list. They also like the vending machines. I think I would be dangerous with this because I would want to try everything. They have like the croquettes and they have like everything. I would like, oh my God, I want to have everything. I want to try a little of everything. So I would go into my little like vending machine. I don't know if they use like cards or just coins, but I'll be like, yes, this and this and this and that, because it looks like they have like so much variety, and I would love to know if it like, obviously it depends on availability probably as well. Obviously, like sometimes it's like, well, I don't know, we ran out. But if you're like in different places, you know, different parts of town, because I'm guessing this was in Amsterdam, although they did mention that they were like doing this in both like Amsterdam and like smaller towns. I think it's also like Utrecht at some point, but whatever. Like they had like the vending machines that they are sort of like, you know, scattered all over the country. But I would love to know, like, it depends, like the vending sort of like machine stuff and the food. Does it depend on like what kind of things like are sometimes they're available, like some things are available in some cities and they aren't in others? I would love to know. Or is it like, no, they all have like, you're gonna find more or less the same things, unless obviously like you're there, like you got laid and people, they know first, it's like first steps. So obviously the people that arrived earlier, like they ran out of this. But actually the whole sort of like types of things that you can get, would love to know if it varies like depending on the city. And because sometimes some things maybe like, no, it's very traditional that you get like this particular type of food in this particular place, and maybe like in Amsterdam maybe it's not common, so you're not gonna be able to find this particular sort of like, I don't know, sausage, whatever, schnitzel, whatever, in Amsterdam, because like it's like though they don't really have that type of food, like they have this somewhere else. So I would actually love to know this, but I would also like, again, I would try all of them, like everything's available to me. I would also like do this. The sort of like the one that was like the late night meal that looked like a salad, but it wasn't a salad only because it had like lettuce. It wasn't a bowl, and it had lettuce and tomato, which, you know, it's not really a salad. It had fries and like I think melted cheese on top. That I you know, it's like it's like a deconstructed burger. That one looked so incredibly good. I'm surprised it hasn't catched up in like in other places, because I would love, like, yes, you know, why isn't this available somewhere else? It looked good. The classic Dutch meal, I didn't really remember the name of the meal itself. Looked incredible as well. That one looked like it's very, I think, very small. I think especially like for you know, if you're at a restaurant and you're sort of like, oh, For dinner, I'm imagining like a little heartier, sort of like a heartier meal. That looks a little sort of like, I don't know, more like lunch, because it's a little like mashed potatoes, and you have like a little side salad, and you know, a sausage, and just like one meatball. It looked a little small, I think, to me, especially for dinner, but also looked great. And obviously, like, my favorite things are probably like I'm with her. I'm like the stroopwafels and the pancakes. I'm like, yes, give it to me, all of them. They look incredible. He didn't seem that excited about the pancake, the little small pancake with the little like Nutella, and I think it was like strawberries and bananas. But I don't know why. Like, what would you like? That's like, I think the pancakes are just gonna be good everywhere. Like, it doesn't matter if you put like just powdered sugar on top, or you put maple syrup or Nutella or whatever. Like, I think whatever sort of like stuff you put on pancakes, like, it's gonna be good because it's pancakes, and who doesn't love pancakes? I think there's a difference. I think, yes, the American style type of pancake, sort of like very fluffy. It's not really that big. It's sort of like very fluffy, and you want it to be like, I don't know, just sort of when you cut it, it's like, oh, it's sort of like, it's wide. These are things, yes, the sort of like Dutch pancakes, I think are more like a crepe. I think obviously the ingredients are different, but I mean like they're sort of like flat. And because they're flat, I think you can sort of like fold it and you put like stuff inside of it. I think at least that's what I believe. The bacon one and cheese looked very interesting. I would have definitely gone with the maple syrup on top, because I think it would be very good with maple syrup. And the stroopwafels, who doesn't love stroopwafels? They're delicious. Like, they're incredible. I think also like one thing about like Dutch food that I think is very delicious that I think they didn't really mention, or they didn't really like it, were the fries. I think the fries with like the peanut sauce, like that one, I think is so incredibly good. But I think the Netherlands also has like incredible food. It's not just all bland, like they said, like, wait, they're famous, they have a reputation for being like very bland. No, it's the opposite. Like, everything looks very good. And again, didn't know that they had like so many fried things. They're giving the American like Southern cuisine a run for their money as well, which is like, I'm not complaining, but you know, quite surprising. But that was it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.